In every part of life, when we can't verify something ourselves, we outsource it to a middleman. In finance, that's the banks. With the news, it's the media outlets. Same role, different name, some referee in the middle telling us what's real. And we just accept it because there's no way for us to check. Now, the internet made this worse. We have a handful of platforms deciding what billions of people see, believe, and trade on. That's not truth. That's control. Blockchains cracked the door open, right? Bitcoin and Ethereum, they showed us that trust could be automated without any middleman and open for anyone to verify. But they only applied to a very narrow slice of reality, which is token balances and simple logic. I don't know about you, but most of my digital life lives elsewhere. It lives in apps and AI models and algorithms, systems we can't see into. I have no idea why Google or ChatGPT shows me the results it does based on what I typed in, and neither do you. And that leads to the bigger question. Can we verify not just the ledger, but the logic itself? Not just who owns what, but what actually ran. What was the data it used? What was the result it produced? These are the computations that shape our feeds, our finances. Now you may be thinking, who cares? My apps work, I get notifications. But very interesting things start to happen when you can verify computations the same way we've learned how to verify money. Think about it. We learned how to verify money. What did we get? Bitcoin and Ethereum. When trust itself becomes programmable, whole new economies emerge. We are taking the core magic of Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is consensus as trust, and we're extending that to software. And that changes everything about the digital world we live in. Now, you've heard of dApps, decentralized apps, but let's get real. Most of them aren't really apps. They're essentially spreadsheets. They're glorified calculators because they're based on smart contracts. So numbers go in, numbers go out, but you can't build a real product on there. A reality app or a rApp is entirely different. It's a brand new software primitive upon which new kinds of programs can be built on. Now, a reality app is a few things. Number one, it's fully verifiable, which means it can prove what ran and what the output was. From the code to the logic to the data it used, it's fully verifiable and seen on chain. Number two is it's fully self-hosted. By who? By the users, the ones who are most passionate about it, the community, the ones who are consuming it, the ones who are opening it or interacting with the service. They can fully host it, which in a sense, this upends the entire idea of Web3 companies using Web2 infrastructure. This is your community, your crowd is your cloud. Number three is it's fully ownable by the community, by the users, by the ones who are interacting with it. They are the owners. And because of that, you can now build things that were not possible before. Right now, platforms are extracting your value and selling it, right? You're giving them your attention, your time, your data. You're giving them resources. They take it, they profit off of it, and they sell it. Where are you left? Nothing. You're the product. With the reality app, the flow of value changes. And it goes to the people who are using the platform, the product, the protocol, the service themselves. It's the creators, it's the users, it's the ones who are opening the app, who are interacting with it, who are typing in it, who are creating content, the ones who are consuming the content. They should be the rightful owners. Why? Because they're the ones who are bringing actual value. The middlemen have very, very little value and are taking nearly all of the profits, if not all, right? So it's like, imagine if Instagram or X, Meta, TikTok, they didn't sell your attention, but they paid you for it. So every time you would open the app and you would interact and you would write something and create something, you would get paid. Why? Because you're making the app more valuable for advertisers who want to advertise to other users who are reading your content or consuming what you're posting. And when you look at this at scale, no middleman, no one in between you and me deciding what we should see, censoring, black boxes where we don't even understand why we're seeing what we are. This is exactly what all the crypto visionaries have been talking about. Balaji, he loves to talk about the network state, which are online communities, which grow so powerful that they become on par with nation states. Well, you can't build that on fragile L1s or on rented servers. If your nation state gets shut down because they don't like what you're saying and they just You need something sovereign. You need it running on the devices of the users who are the community, who are using it. Chris Dixon, he'll talk about protocol networks. There are systems where the more you contribute, the more you own. That's exactly what reality enables. Participant-owned networks at scale. And yeah, I've given examples here with social networks because that's the world we live in. But this isn't just about social feeds. It works with any app, any idea, any primitive. It's search, it's AI, it's anything. The pattern is the same. Platforms extract, reality returns the value to those who create it, the builders, the users. That is freedom. And it's not freedom as some abstract idea. It's freedom to own your own rails, to not ask for permission, to build whatever you want. It's freedom to imagine and create the next wave of digital economies without corporations, fully owned by the communities who live inside them.